Hello, Paul Pluta channel, and today I'm doing paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Man cannot live on Google Ads alone, so I really do depend on your support to keep me going. Remember, I need you to keep supporting me, otherwise I'm not going to be doing this. Today I want to do a collection review, and this was one I misplaced, so apologies. This guy's name is Setawan from Indonesia. Hi Archie, as I mentioned earlier, I would like to request a YouTube video review for my collection. My name is Setawan from Indonesia, and I'm a huge fan of you and your entertaining videos on YouTube. Please give a shout out to Jessica, my wife, who's also a big fan. I've donated 60 Aussie. Wowzers. Of course, you don't do shit for free. I started collecting about 6 years ago, and I find the world of horology is fascinating, yet confusing for a beginner. I ended up buying the wrong watches, not collectible, for the first 5 watches. I sold them for quite a substantial loss, and then I began to learn what is considered a proper watch to buy, and also started to learn to enjoy the hunting process of getting a good second-hand value watch instead of just buying new from the AD. It takes a lot of practice and passion to have a good collection of watches and not hurt your pocket at the same time. I still have many other dream watches to collect in the future as my resources shall permit. Anyway, I attach a picture of my 6-watch collection, included number 1. Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, Halcyon glass, solid back with a twist of James Bond NATO strap. I like the super classic design for a sports watch, and nothing can beat the history of this watch, period. Number 2, Rolex Daytona. Ceramic bezel, white dial with a twist of rubber bee, white rubber strap. Daytona has been my favorite Rolex ever since I was in high school. Obviously, I did not have the money back then, but I kept visiting a Rolex dealer every week just to look and the watch, and just have a look at the watch, and hoping one day that I would own one. The ceramic version makes it even more perfect. Whew, what a cool piece. Number 3, Panerai Submersible Bronzo. I like this watch because I think this is the most masculine model in the Panerai range, and the unique properties of a bronze case. It took me some time to hunt for this watch and finally got one for quite a premium due to its rarity. I put it on a rubber strap, so it's ready for a swim or a dive anytime, which is what this watch is meant to be for. Number 4, JEWELLERY Reverso tribute to 1931 with a twist of vintage on a leather strap, so I can wear it more often due to its casual look. I'm yet to order the original Casa Fagliano to make it even more stunning. I love the watch simply because I think it is one of the most iconic and unique reversos. Unique watches across the watch industry. I got it for my recent 37th birthday and could not be happier. Number 5. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711. I got this watch for my wedding. 5711. Woo! Got it for my wedding, and after that I just getting back and forth between this and the AP Jumbo 15202. And so far I think the Nautilus just beats the AP by a thin margin due to its more classic dial. There is something about this blue dial that gets better every time you look at it. I also like this model since it has the simplest dial compared to the other Nautilus models. Number 6, Patek Philippe Nautilus 7018. This belongs to my wife, and she got it for our wedding as well. We searched all over the place for this watch: Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, and even though she is not a big fan of watches, she can really appreciate the quality and the classic design of Patek Philippe through this watch. So that's all for my humble watch collection. Please let me know what you think about the collection and if you have any advice on what my next purchase should be. Thanks, Archie. I look forward to watching more of your videos and keep on blogging. Cheers, Setawan and Jessica. Wow, this is an amazing collection. And I gotta tell you, you know, I remember I went to Indonesia to see The Billionaire. And I gotta tell you, your collection is way up there. You got a great collection. Let's have a bit of a look at this collection. And I gotta tell you, you got a dream collection. Let's have a look here. We got the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Beautiful classics. It's the most iconic sports watch of all time. Pardon maybe the Submariner. It is just every collection. You are not a serious watch collector until you've got an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I mean, you just need it. You need it. I don't care what anyone says. I got mine on a moose strap. Look at that. That is just so damn cool. The Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I love this watch. I really, really do love this watch. It is, I just love it, okay? It's a great entry watch for anyone who's starting the hobby, but it's a watch I would never sell. Doesn't matter how great your collection is. You never sell your Speedy. Absolutely love that watch. Number 2, you got the Rolex Daytona ceramic with the white. That is a holy, 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 holy grail. I don't know. That is one of the most beautiful Rolexes in modern times. The Daytona. That's a super grail watch itself. I mean, how could you say anything about that? That is just superb, superb. And I mean, you could say in your collection, well, you should have got a diver. No, you got to buy what you like. I mean, I got my Speedy, and I've also got a Breguet. So I could have had my Speedy and a diver, but it's whatever I like. You got to buy things you like. So I got to tell you, in all honesty, there, Daytona. Oh, it's a grail piece. You got the Panerai submersible Bronzo. Very, very interesting piece. That's I got a good friend of mine, David. He's an accountant in Sydney. He's got a submersible. He's got a standard one. The Bronzo is it's interesting. I must say, my own Panerai taste. I like a Pam 111 or a 112. I like just classic Pam, but the submersible range, I gotta tell you, I'm starting to warm to it. I think it's a great piece. You really loved it. You wanted it. It's the Hunt. Then you've got number 4. You've got a JEWELLERY Reverso tribute to 1931. Woo! I tell you what, I've got the Reverso Grande, and I would have to say there, I actually owned a tribute to 1931, and I didn't know which one to sell, but I'd already had an engraving on the Grande, so that's why I sold the tribute. Otherwise, I could have gone the other way. Okay, I got to be completely honest with you. The tribute is so classic. Then you've got the Patek Nautilus 5711. Ooh. I gotta tell you, I think you chose the. I mean, I love the Royal Oak Jumbo, the 15202. That is a classic. But the Patek, it just nudges it. Okay, I mean, it just nudges it. Now, I gotta tell you, in all honesty, there, I love the way you're including your wife's watch. I mean, that's a very you're very much in love there, and Jessica's a lucky woman. A 7018. Ooh, that's expensive. Very, very beautiful ladies Patek. Very, very lucky indeed there. Now you're asking me, what is your I love your humble watch collection. There's nothing humble. That's a super collection. It's a super collection. And I got to tell you, I went to Indonesia to see another super guy. Was the humble billionaire. He had half a dozen watches. Okay, he had a Richard Mille. He had a 5712. He had a 5712. I think in white gold. He had a Breitling. He had a Batman. He had. I think you don't want to have just oodles and oodles. You want to have a nice collection, watches that you love. Now, I got to tell you, the interesting thing is here, your next piece. Please let me know what you think. Okay, I love your collection. Your collection is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, you are very, very lucky. Very, 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 very lucky. It's an amazing collection. What can I say there? What can I say there? I think it is superb. Absolutely superb. I love it. There's nothing I don't like there. I love it. I love it completely. I love it. You've got all your bases covered. You've got the two chronos, a diver, dress, a complication. You've got so many bases covered there. I love it. I really do love your collection indeed. It's superb. You're asking me, and if you had any advice on the next purchase. Now, this is a tricky thing because you've done something that I've sort of done, which is I've got one brand per watch. So one Patek, one Rolex, one Panerai, one Omega, one Rolex, one Panerai, one JLC, one Patek, and you've also got a ladies Patek, which, because it's a ladies, it doesn't, you know, that's hers, you got yours, okay? So 5 independent brands. I'd almost say, do you really want to? Maybe just one brand per watch is the way to go. I'm really thinking about that myself. I mean, I kind of, it's a hard one. It's very, very hard to decide there. Look, you've got some wonderful, wonderful pieces. I love the collection. I would possibly say for your wife, I'd like to see her get a steel everyday watch. Okay, so maybe a Rolex Date or Datejust, or a Rolex Oyster Perpetual in steel, just as an everyday beater, instead of having the Patek as your sole watch. Maybe an Omega Constellation, the quartz Constellation ladies. That's the Cindy Crawford sort of model. Beautiful. That's the only thing I'd be saying there, because you don't want to always wear the Patek. Patek is a very special piece. I would say in your collection, it's beautiful. This is breathtaking stuff. Amazing. High end. What would I add there? Look, I don't think you need to add anything. 5 amazing pieces. You want some high-end advice? I'll give you some advice there. So I would say maybe we want to put some more usable watches in there. I would say we want some sort of GMT function. Rolex, okay. We would possibly go Rolex. Yes, we could go Explorer 2, or we could go GMT. Okay. We could go pre-ceramic, or there's quite a few options there. I'd possibly, if you're going to get another Rolex, why don't we throw in 2 Rolexes and maybe get a sub, maybe a 2-tone sub. I've already said on the ladies, I'd like to see you get a steel Datejust, maybe an Omega Constellation, just something simple which she doesn't always have to wear the Patek. If you wanted to go high end, we could possibly go Lang A1. But I don't think, in all honesty, I think the collection is beautiful. It's amazing. It's well thought out. You've got some gorgeous pieces. You're a very lucky man. Very lucky man. It's nice to see you really love your wife there. That's amazing. That's really cool. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. So yes, that's how I'd be. That's how I'd be thinking there. Amazing collection, amazing pieces, amazing guy, amazing wife. You don't have to add anything. Maybe I would still add this. I would still add the ladies' steel Datejust because, man, I got to tell you. I mean, she's got a Patek. Patek is super cool. Nothing wrong with Patek, but come on, you got to get something she can wear if necessary. You know what I mean? I think some sort of steel Rolex ladies is super cool. Super cool. Super duper cologistic cool. Okay, you got to get that for her. That's the only thing I think you need to urgently get. Everything else is just, oh yeah, if you wanted to do this, you could do this or do that. I love a compact collection. I mean, yours isn't really compact with 6 pieces. I mean, that's a meal deal. It's a meal deal, but I'm just saying, it's a nice, usable, beautiful collection. I love it. I really, really, really love it. It makes me happy when I do a collection review like that. It's a great collection. You're a great guy. You're a nice guy. I love it. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. So, well done. Well done indeed. So, I'm Paul Pluta. This has been a paid watch review. Tell me what you guys think of that. Nice one. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends.